Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Papyrus Motor Speedway, site to race number 11 of the NRSL Hooters series for the 2009 season. And I am all by myself for this one, as Stephen Paul III actually had some problems with his flight getting over here. So he decided to just kind of stay over in the Charlotte area for next week. So on the front row today is Aubrey Scott in car 17 alongside Tito McCoy in the 75, second in points coming in. Ashley LaPlante will start alongside our points leader, Alex May, in row 2 with Brett Kenningberg, Keith Stevens, row 3. Benjamin Ice will start alongside John Irvin in row 4 with Matt Dixon and Mohamed Zainadullah in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I go through the points standings coming into the race today. Alex May leads by 60 points over Tito McCoy. It's 71 back to Enzo Nareza in third. Ashley LaPlante comes into this race fourth in points, 72 back. 119 points back is where you'll find Ace Rogers in fifth, with Card Pollard sixth, 132. Matt Dixon seventh, 135 back. That is the drivers that can leave here as the points leader. Rest of your top 10 in points are Daniel Gideroke, Algie Baranowskis, and Brian Hart. And let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
With that, we've got six of the top 10 in points coming in this one have a win. And some of them are up here towards the front. We've talked about Alex Mays up here. I'm going to shut that off. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a break while they do the pace lap, and I'll bring you back for the green flag. And we're back. Field coming through the final corner here before the long front straightaway. About your best drafting point on the track as well. We'll see that come into play several times. You see the pair of Save-A-Lot cars on the front row, or up front, not on the front row. Either way. Pace car will pull off momentarily, and we're set to go racing here. A Chevy and a Ford on the front row. Tito McCoy, Aubrey Scott, and the Pibb 250 is green. See the field still packed up here. In fact, it's going to be Alex May trying to maybe make it 3 wide or thinking about it. No one cleared yet as they get ready to come to the right-hander. Aubrey Scott going to try and take advantage of that. Tito McCoy caught in no man's land in the middle going towards turn 3. Oh, keep it going, keep it going. Will Alex May get the wall here off of this corner? No. Looks like the field keeps it in one piece as well, so no problems in the back. Aubrey Scott to the lead, Tito McCoy second, and the battle is for third. Stevens moved up the track a little bit in that 43, keeps it out of the wall. As Ashley LaPlante wins the battle for third there as well. Tito McCoy drafting back up to the back bumper of Aubrey Scott. Not a surprise to see Aubrey Scott up front, a road course ace in her own right, although this is kind of a super speedway mixed with a road course. But it is Aubrey Scott who will lead lap 1 over Tito McCoy, Ashley LaPlante, Alex May, and John Irvin. You'll quickly single file basically throughout most of this pack, it looks like. Tito McCoy making a move to driver's left, but that's not exactly the move you would have wanted to make. That might open the door for Ashley LaPlante here in the battle for second. Ashley thought about it, thinks better of it. Tito McCoy trying to set up the move now, can't quite. Alex May looking for an opening possibly around the 88. And we're still clean and green in the back. No cautions enabled yet for this one, so all of the cautions will be at the discretion of the NRSL officials if the wreck is deemed worthy of one, if there is any event of a wreck. Aubrey Scott getting a little bit of a gap here. It looks like Ashley LaPlante might think about a move on the 75 down the front straightaway. He's going to bring Alex May and John Irvin with her. But Alex May's got bigger thoughts on his mind. He wants third. Now he's going to make it Save-A-Lot cars running first and third. Ashley LaPlante stuck up on that outside line. John Irvin grabs fourth. Keith Stevens going to grab fifth spot away. And Irvin thinks better of that move on the 60, but Keith Stevens wants fourth away from the 66. Can't quite make the move. Brett Kenningberg able to make a dive on Ashley LaPlante there in the 88. Ashley keeps it out of the wall, at least. We've seen drivers have an issue with that in the practice session here, as Ashley LaPlante now trying to take that spot back from Brett Kenningberg. Can't quite make the move. In fact, Aubrey Scott's under attack for the race lead from Tito McCoy. Alex May's going to go with his teammate, and it's going to maybe be Save-A-Lot cars running 1-2. Can't quite make the move work though, and Aubrey Scott actually pulled back up in front of him, or in front of McCoy, so it is going to be Alex May that gets the spot eventually, but with not much help from his own teammate out front. Keith Stevens going to try and grab third spot away from the 75. Looks like Kenningberg might try it, but he's going to be on a bad line. Ashley LaPlante's not on the great line either. And in fact, John Irvin's going to think about maybe making a move on Tito McCoy. Can't quite make the move stick. Kenningberg's up a little bit high. Barely misses the guardrail. Now top three breaking away a little bit. Aubrey Scott, not a great line through that corner, but it's going to be enough to kind of open a gap at least on the 60. Tito McCoy gets fifth spot, and right now Kenningberg trying to fight with Amber Garrison for the 8th spot, I believe. And it looks like it's going to be Garrison that wins out in that spot, if not off that corner, but because of the draft down the front straightaway. Matt Dixon, this is going to be the battle for 5th with John Irvin. And is going to make it work. Meanwhile, Keith Stevens has made the move for 2nd on Alex May and gets it done pretty easily. Tito McCoy's going to try and take advantage now in the 75. Not going to be able to do so, I think, though, because of the right-hand turn. Amber Garrison, though, was able to get the 6th spot away from John Irvin momentarily, but Irvin comes up the track nearly into the 20. A little bit of contact there for Garrison into the guardrail. And that gets the 66th spot back. Garrison now under attack from both Kenningberg and Ashley LaPlante. Meanwhile, Alex May wants 3rd spot back from Tito McCoy. And Keith Stevens all over the back bumper of Aubrey Scott in the 17. Scott not driving for the driver's points this season, not going to be running enough races to be able to fight for that, but she is in the owner's fight with that 17 car. Alex May catches back up. Keith Stevens unable to do anything with the race leader. And Alex May going to take advantage. He wants to make it a Roush 1-2 again here at Papyrus. I don't think we've had any wrecks at least. So that's a good thing. Tito McCoy is able to grab 3rd spot away, but Keith Stevens not going to be able to give up the spot there to his teammate Matt Dixon. In fact, gets back on front of the 32. And nearly into that guardrail. Every time I see someone up there, I get nervous. Amber Garrison now has lost spots to Ashley LaPlante, Brett Kenningberg, and Brian Hart. So move the 20 back to, I believe, the 10th spot there. Looks like some damage maybe to the 55, as this is the pack where it's really chaotic. Jesse Turner, we saw the 23 team have a great run last night in the All-Star race. Top 10 after advancing from the showdown, if I remember correctly. Nothing else, it was at least a top 15. And we've got a battle for the lead. Alex May trying to get the race lead away from Aubrey Scott. Tina McCoy's up to third. Dixon's going to try and get the fourth spot away from Keith Stevens. And I think we've got pit stops. No, we've got problems for the 07. Jack Ribbleton, and it's caused a crash with Card Pollard. Sheila Shear might be involved as well. One moment. Actually, take advantage of things while we're here. Jack Ribbleton, you see the car slows down. He actually has engine damage at this point, so that's the problem there. Trying to get out of the way. Contact there between Amanda Evans and Irene Namer, actually. And, Algie Baranowskis gets into the 07 and the 86. That's what's going to cause that one. Sheila Shear might have gotten a piece of it as the 86 went by, but nothing too severe there. We stay under green. Back to live action as Tina McCoy pressuring Alex May. We've got the top two in points running 1-2 here at Papyrus. Aubrey Scott in third. Dixon now fourth. John Irvin's up to fifth as Keith Stevens has fallen all the way back to sixth on this one lap. Aubrey Scott takes a peek at the 75, unable to make a move. Gonna have to fall back in line there. Top four lined up single file. As Matt Dixon taking a peek. Tito McCoy's going to take a peek off of turn number 2 into the right-hander for driver's left. Matt Dixon with the right idea. He goes to driver's right on Aubrey Scott for third. Can't quite make the move stick. Here comes John Irvin into this fight. Nearly contacted between the 66 and 32 and the 17 and the 32. Matt Dixon taking a look to the outside, and John Irvin's going to take advantage. He gets by Dixon. Now he's trying to go after Aubrey Scott. Looks like that would be that's the one pitting for their damage. It's going to fit in well with the pit strategy, basically. Right about where you'd want to pit. Dixon with no help up top. Going to lose a spot to John Irvin, maybe to Keith Stevens, maybe even Ashley LaPlante when all is said and done. Tito McCoy with a run on Alex May into turn 1. Going to get the move done, but it is 5 bonus points to the 60. I don't think the 75 has led a lap yet today. Aubrey Scott up to second. So move Alex May back to third. John Irvin. We've got this fight on tap right now. Dixon, Stevens, LaPlante, Hart, Irvin. You name them, they're in this battle. There's Xavier Rain. Amber Garrison is still in this fight. 88 into the wall. That's going to affect her and also going to affect that pit stop, I think. As Amber Garrison trying to get by Brian Hart. Keith Stevens is slow through the corner. Loses the spot to the 85 and the 90. Action anywhere and everywhere through the field right now. Aubrey Scott wants the race lead back. Card Pollard is out of the race after the incident. Side by side to the line. Can Scott get the run? No. Tito McCoy is going to lead the lap and get 5 bonus points. So the bonus point for leading a lap for Alex May, null and void by the 75. Meanwhile, Scott trying to find a way by the 75. Dixon trying to gain some spots in this. Gets by John Irvin. Now trying to get by Alex May. He will clear. Tito McCoy trying to hang in strong on the 17 because he knows that inside line is crucial for this corner right here. As we've got pit stops. Jesse Savage, Henrietta Fitzwater, Monster Pollard on pit lane. Algie Baranowskis has made her pit stop. as Xavier Rain is up into this mix. Now, John Irvin getting the spot away. Or defending the spot, I guess, actually. Sorry, gotta take a breath there. As top three kind of breaking away now on the strength of the fact that the 66 is falling back. Brian Hart gets the spot as well. Matt Dixon. And we've got pit stops. Dixon's going to pit. Everyone is pitting up front. Got to be careful coming to pit lane here. Looks like everyone's going to make it to pit lane cleanly. But the entire field on pit lane at the same time. Might have been some contact with someone coming to pit lane. See what happens. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel for everyone up and down this pit lane. John Irvin's released from his box. Same is Aubrey Scott. But it's going to be Brian Hart who goes from way back from 5th to 1st on pit lane. And what a job by the Baker Curb team. That's John Irvin is 2nd, Scott 3rd, May 4th, Xavier Rain is in 5th, Joey Miles is going to be 6th, it looks like Turner's 7th, Lane Sanders in 8th, Sheila Shear through the bizarre pitch strategy is all the way up to 9th. Enzo Nareza might be in 10th, but I don't know, looks like Sheila Shear might still not be up to speed exactly as Nareza blows by the 1. Joshua Osborne's going to get by. So too will Monster Pollard. So the 1 definitely having some sort of pace-related issue. In fact, actually, the 1 is not even up into 4th gear yet. So that might be part of the problems for Sheila Shear. Does she get up into 4th gear now once she's actually in the pack? Doesn't look like it, so something going amiss with the Mikusuki number 1, and now is going to hold up Quentin Moore in the 89. There's Matt Dixon a ways back. He's got damage to the 32. You can see the buckle on the hood for the Dollar General Toyota. So something going awry on pit lane for Matt Dixon. A tough break. As it is Osborne in the top 10. Monster Polly came out as 11. Jesse James in 12th. Kenny McCoy is back in 13th. This mess of cars is for 14th. You have Brett Kenningberg, Jesse Savage, Trevor Germain, Amanda Evans, Amber Garrison, James Brown. Matt Dixon is up to 17th, I think. Quentin Moore is 18th. Benjamin Ice is in this mess for that position. Ace Rogers, Carl Hopper. You have Hunter Hollows is in there, Mike Trout, LaFode Sacco, Sky Commons, Chloe Strong. Well, Sheila Shear is actually in 40. She's a lot down. Okay, never mind. Daniel Gittero, George T. Henrietta Fitzwater, Irene Namer. Heath Stevens is all the way back in 34th. Mohammed Zain Abdullah's got damage to the left side of the Fastenal Chevy. PJ Tiscala, Sophia Fragnini. Ashley LaPlante is off the pace as well. And we've got a battle for the lead. John Irvin versus Brian Hart. Not going to be the line that John Irvin was wanting to use to try and get the race lead. As that is way too high of a line. Aubrey Scott, Alex May get by. Here comes Jesse Turner now. Not sure if Turner's going to like that line either. I'm sorry for the frame rate. It took a hit there. John Irvin now back in the draft, trying to get back into the swing of things after a humongous error there. Jesse Turner with the draft on off the 60, might get the advantage there down into the final turn. Still side by side with John Irvin. If He can hold it in there, though. He might get the advantage down the front straightaway. Going to pick up the draft off the 60, but it's not enough to power by John Irvin. Meanwhile, Alex May taking a peek at his teammate there, the 17. Can the Save-A-Lot cars hook up? No, they can't. Alex May makes the move on Aubrey Scott for second. Probably a wise choice for the Roush camp there to work together in this fashion with the 60 and the 70. 60's going for the driver's points, 17 only really fighting for owners, and they could really just use the good points day. As John Irvin now trying to get by Aubrey Scott for the third spot. Joey Miles looks on. Lane Sanders still in, or is actually up to 7th now. He's gone by Xavier Rain. The battle for 9th between Jesse James and Enzo Nareza. So the 72 now is up into the top 10. Gets a run on Nareza. Can he make anything of it? Gonna try. Can he pick up help from Joshua Osborne in the 70 is going to be the question. Can't quite make the move work. Aubrey Scott now has been passed by John Irvin, under attack from Jesse Turner, and Alex May wants the race lead back. I think it is going to be Aubrey Scott that leads the most laps in this one, having led most of the first half of this race. But here comes John Irvin as well in the 66. Looking for what I believe would be his first career win in the Hooters Series. Still looking for his first top 10 of the year. Looking back for last season as he dives it in and blocks off Alex May. I know last season wasn't great for the former Truck Series champ. Trying to find out where he was though in the points. Yes, this would be his first career win if he could get it done. Just his 4th top 5 as well. He only had 6 top 10s all of last season. Joey Miles is up to 5th as he got by both Turner and Aubrey Scott. But right now the top 3 with 2 to go are the 66, the 60, and the 85. John Irvin came into this race in go or go home territory. Here comes Alex May looking for the race lead with 2 to go. Gonna have it done, I think, this time. As Joey Miles gonna try and get the 3rd spot away from Brian Hart. Jesse Turner's coming up through here. Is he gonna get stuck on the poor line though? I think he is. Joey Miles is definitely gonna be stuck on the outside line for turn 3. Jesse Turner, though, with the block of Brian Hart into turn 3. Gets it to the inside of Joey Miles. Miles, can he keep it off the wall? No, he can't. Brushed it just barely. Lane Sanders has joined the lead pack. Aubrey Scott stuck in behind, nearly gets into the 55. Humongous brake check, and those two are out of it. Battle is for second right now, as it looks like it's going to be this, is it 5-car? I think it's a 5-car pack. Alex May, John Irvin, Jesse Turner, Brian Hart, Lane Sanders going to fight it out for the win. Can Alex May hold off the hungry pack behind him? Brian Hart makes the move on Turner. White flag is out. 1 lap to go at Papyrus. John Irvin needs to be tactful about this. Jesse Turner was able to hold on to 3rd. Now looking for 2nd on John Irvin. Will that be all she wrote for Alex May? As Turner does clear the 66, he's going to have to throw the block into this turn 3. Brian Hart's stuck up high. Lane Sanders might try for 4th. It's going to come down to these 3, I think. May, Turner, Irvin. Can the 23 get it done? Trying to set up the move through the final main left-hander on the road course. It's all super speedway from here. Can the 60 hold off the 23 and the 66? I don't think they're going to have enough time. It looks like it's going to be the points leader that claims victory. Turner trying to get a last-ditch effort, but not enough. In fact, it's Irvin that makes a move, and Alex May wins the Pibb 250 at Papyrus. Turner second, Irvin, Sanders, Brian Hart, the top 5. 88 had a problem there. Couldn't get up into third gear by the end of this. Waiting for the field to finish. It looks like 37 is going to be scored a lap down. Basically, the 1 and the 88 are going to get lucky that they weren't parked for minimum speed. As Baranowskis crossed the line, just waiting on Sheila Shear and Ashley LaPlante, I believe. As the top 10 today, Alex May, Jesse Turner, John Irvin, Lane Sanders, Brian Hart, Aubrey Scott, Joey Miles, Monster Pollard with a top 10 on the day. His first career top 10 in the Hooters series. Joshua Osborne and Jesse James locked down the top 10 spots. Solid days for Trevor Germain, Xavier Rain, James Brown needed this as the 0 was in go home territory. Amber Garrison down there in 20th. Rough days for Jack Ribbleton, Card Pollard, Sheila Shear, Sophia Fragniti having to pit late for fuel. Ashley LaPlante, not quite sure what happened on her pit stop, but unfortunate for her as well. As also Algie Baranowskis way farther back as well after her involvement in that one incident on the day. But the day belongs to to Alex May, as the points leader will extend his advantage up top the points over Tita McCoy and Enzo Nereza. How big of the points lead will it be, you'll see in a moment. But congrats to Alex May on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below or on Discord to let me know what you guys thought of the race or how you guys did, or if you can think of any improvements for the race if you didn't like it. With that said, I'm Gordon Fan 291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys.